Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with my project level up update. So I am working on level 2 palette. So in this palette I have to hit 2 pans and use all eyeshadows in here twice each. And this project is created by Sophie Alexandra here on YouTube. She has also started a big fat eyeshadow project pan, which is really interesting to watch. Just to roughly summarize what this project is. So basically you randomize a palette for level 1 because that's where you start, and in that palette you have to hit 1 pan and use all eyeshadows at least once each, and then you level up to level 2 where you're gonna hit 2 pans and use all eyeshadows in there twice each, and so on. You can go all the way up until level 5 and then you can restart. I haven't seen anyone leveling up to level 6. That would be interesting though. If you know anyone, please let me know. I rolled in level 2 palette last month, and this month I have an exciting update for you. No, we are not leveling up, but I did hit 1 pan, which I'm really excited about. But before I show you all of my progress, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Ravneet and I make a lot of panning videos. Now let's take a look at where we were last time. So last time we had 6 pans already. Out of those 6 pans, I hit 5 pans last year because this was my level 5 palette. And 1 pan I got from Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. Are you ready? This is how it's looking like today. Woohoo! We hit 1 pan on Starstruck. It's so exciting. However, it's been a little bit challenging for me because I'm also working on a lot of eyeshadows in my Pan Those palettes to finish. So that's the reason I was not reaching for this palette a lot. But still we managed to have pan, all thanks to the previous usage on this eyeshadow. So now we are only left with 1 more eyeshadow to go. Before we go over each eyeshadow and how many times we've used them, I'm going to insert a swatch video. Alright, so let's start with our very first eyeshadow in here, which is called Malibu. I used it a total of 2 times, so usage hit. The next shade I used 3 times, exceeding my goal, so as this one. This is called Lex and I used it, oh, not 3 times, I used it 4 times in total. Really nice. This is something I'm wearing on my eyes today as well. I'm wearing this one and this one. I'm wearing Lex on my lid and I have topped it off with this eyeshadow right here called The Hills. And then I have Dreamer in my inner sort of crease. And I have a black eyeshadow in my outer corners. I really love how this look turned out. But let's keep moving on to the next eyeshadow. And this one I have used 2 times. And let's move down to row 2. The first one is called the 405 and I managed to use it twice as well. And the next one is called Melrose. I used it a total of 2 times. So I have hit my usage on all of these eyeshadows, like all 4 eyeshadows in the first row and then first 2 eyeshadows on the second row. And then the third eyeshadow called Weehoo, I have only used once, so I have 1 more use to go for this eyeshadow. And then the Rodeo Drive, I have used it 5 times, and this is something that I'm trying to hit pan on, and I have previous 12 uses on this eyeshadow. You can see the dip is very prominent, and hopefully I can have pan on this eyeshadow by next update. And let's move on to row 3, the first eyeshadow called Rush Hour. I have managed to use it twice. And then the next one, Abbott Kinney, I've also used it twice as well. And this one, I have hit pan on that. And surprisingly, it only took me 3 uses to get the pan. But on the 3rd use, I used it all over my eyelids. And probably that's what resulted in the pan. But I have a total of 13 uses on this one and I hit pan on the 13th use. However, those 10 uses are uses prior to this project. So yeah, really exciting that I hit pan on this one after 13 uses, because usually I have to use these eyeshadows at least 20 times. And the next one I had pan already. I used it twice as well. I think this is one of my favorite eyeshadows in here. And you can see this part of this eyeshadow is getting very thin. Yeah, I really like this shade. And then on to the last row. The first eyeshadow called the Abbey I've used once. I have one more use to go. And the next one is called Dreamer. I have used it twice. And the next one called The Hills I've also used twice. And the last one called City of Angels, I managed to use it twice as well. So I have hit my usage goal on all of these, not all, but most of these eyeshadows, except for this shade called the Abbey and Vihu. I think I can easily do that this coming month. And then I just have to focus on hitting one pan. This is very greenish sort of eyeshadow. I love these kind of tones. But for past 2 months, I'm getting green eyeshadows in my pan, those eyeshadows, and in here as well. So I'm kind of feeling really worn out. However, there's no other eyeshadow in here that has some nice dip that I can focus to hit pan on. So I think I'm gonna stick with this one because I already have 12 prior uses on this and 5 uses in this project, which is 17. So I think pan should be near maybe in next 5 to 6 uses. So yeah, I am really excited about how much progress I have been able to make on this eyeshadow palette just in this project, because all the progress that I have on this one, except for City of Angels, I have it all because of this project. And this is looking so well loved now. I don't think I would have used it this much if it weren't for this project. So project Level Up is definitely working for me, and I really love getting a random eyeshadow palette to work on. And I also created so many different looks with this palette. Of course, I used my other eyeshadows that I have in my other projects. So I will try to insert all the looks that I have, and let's take a look at them. And those are all the looks I took picture of. After I'm done filming this update, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this eye look as well, because I really like it. I think it'll be good for Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I'm trying to be a little bit more active on Instagram. I haven't been very good at keeping up with my posts and looking at everybody else's post, but I'm trying to change that. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video. I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.